Great. We'll start off with Michael Grady from Yes Network.
Hey, Kevin, down 18 points in that first half. Just seemed like in that third quarter is just more juice out there. What would you attribute that spark that we saw to?
Um, it was a mixture of things. I think we definitely played harder to start the quarter. We kept the ball in our hands, and they came out too relaxed. Being up 16 on the short-handed team, you could tell they relaxed a bit, and we was able to capitalize on that and take the momentum back and put it in our favor. And guys hit big shots. Bruce Brown was incredible tonight, man. Jeez, floaters with timely, planning the pick and roll, picking up full court. I'm just so proud of that dude, man. He's true pro. That hasn't played at all, and coming to starting lineup and make an impact. Guys like Torrey and Kerr. The whole bench came in and gave us some great minutes, man. We're gonna need that going forward.
You passed Elgin Baylor, Dwayne Wade, and Adrian Dantley on the NBA's all-time scoring list tonight. I know you're in the midst of the NBA journey of the season, but how much you're able to, appreciate and enjoy these accomplishments along the way?
It's definitely great to be in that category, that class of scorers. So many great players that played in this league, and it's always been my goal to be amongst the best and to experience what those guys experience. So, Dwayne Wade is a guy I played against and admired for so long. And you said Elgin Baylor, right? Who else? Who else?
Adrian Dantley too. Elgin Baylor and Adrian Dantley tonight too.
Three guys that I followed and researched and did so much work on and emulated at certain points in my career. Those three guys are Hall of Fame players, and so to be able to pass them on the list is pretty cool.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Hi, Kevin. How important was a win like this emotionally under the circumstances where there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding when Kyrie's going to be back and as we're coming off a tough loss? So what does a game like this say about you guys, and how much was it just needed to give you a lift?
Well, it was definitely needed, especially after a bad loss last game, and especially starting off bad, down 16-18 in the first half, and you're seeing guys have pride and they want to come out and compete, and everybody came with it tonight, especially in that second half. We just slowed down, stopped thinking so much, and covered for each other, and we were able to get a good win.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Kevin, you talked about being down 18-16 in the first half. Just what were your problems? What do you think your guys' defensive issues were in the first half?
They got loose. They made shots. They got in the pick and roll, made some tough ones. I think that whole first half, they just, their talent in shot making really, really stood out. Monte Morris hits a couple threes. Millsap hit a couple threes. Jokic, what he does, and then Will Barton coming in and knocking down threes for him. I think in the first half, the offense was free flowing. Everybody was moving freely, but once we started to be more physical, I think it slowed down.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, Kevin, what Steve after the game said he thought you guys needed this for your soul. I'm curious, what was his message at halftime after that first half defense, and if he really wasn't the one that was delivering anything in the locker room? Who did speak up in the locker room at halftime?
Steve was the only voice at half. He walked us through everything that we need to do in the second half on film, encouraged us, told us it's a long game and keep fighting, keep playing. And in the second half, he coached us every possession, it felt like. And, guys responded. Like you said, we're gonna go through adversity. We're gonna be down big, but it doesn't matter how you respond, and guys did well tonight.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Kevin, Bruce Brown credits you. You credit Bruce Brown. I know you've been hesitant to say you wanted every game to be a building block, but when you're able to turn it on like this, are you ready to feel back? Do you feel like you've achieved that yet?
Who, me? Me individually?
Yes, you. You individually.
I don't even know what that means. Being back, I feel like I feel like I've been in a good groove and knocking down shots. I mean, I feel good, man. I can't really pinpoint and tell you I'm back. I want to have one of them I'm back moments, but I just feel good and healthy and good. I was, glad I was able to get through this game tonight, playing 35 minutes, 36 minutes, and 38 minutes the last game. So I feel like my health is there. That's the most important thing for me. That's the only thing I'm focusing on. How I play, I know how to approach the game, and I know what I need to do out there. So I'm just more so gauging my body and all intangibles, intangibles of the game.
Are you planning on, I know you said you wanted to work up to it. Are you going to play in the back-to-back tomorrow?
I plan on it. Yeah.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Kevin, I got two for you here. One, you were close to a triple double. I'm wondering if you knew that you were one rebound shy. Bruce kind of said he stole a rebound or two by accident, and maybe that was one of the reasons why he didn't get him. Second, I'm just curious, how much of your rehab time did you spend on passing out of double teams, or was that something that you were able to work on in rehab when you were getting to that point? And does this time without Kyrie allow you to kind of sharpen that iron since the defense doesn't have another star to respect out there?
Yeah, I did know that I was close to a triple double. I mean, they put all our stats up there on the jumbotron, so I knew. And I really didn't think about getting a triple double, to be honest. I wish I would have got that last rebound, but it's all good as long as we are rebounding them as a team. And I did not work on traps, and that's maybe as I was rehabbing, that's probably why I turned the ball over so much. But I'm getting used to it again, and and tonight was one of those games where I didn't mind turning the ball over. I think just being aggressive and going downhill and trying to make something happen, especially after being down so many points, I could live with those. But I'll get better with traps and being sharper with the ball as the season goes on.
Rachel Nichols with ESPN.
Hey, Kevin, we're doing a project celebrating Kobe Bryant's life, and you've been really heartfelt in talking about him. I know you've talked about him as an Olympic teammate, but I'm just curious, what was it like the first time you played against him? What do you remember from that night?
It was a preseason game. I'm not even going to count that one. I mean, he's had like 20 straight points on us in that game. But the first game, the regular season, we played against the Lakers. They came to, I told the story before, they came to Seattle on a back-to-back, and he had probably 44 shots and had 48 points to hit the game winner and didn't say a word the whole game. And his approach to that season, because they started out that season without Powell, without that championship team that they were building, and he was just stone-faced, straight killer mode the whole game. And that's one of those moments I'll never forget.
What impression did it leave on you? Because was there a point during the first 5 minutes when you were like, I'm on the court with Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, just how he moved. I try to emulate how he moved down to what he said to you guys in the media, to how he worked out before the games, what he watched. I was really tried to study it as much as possible. I would never told him that. But as a younger player, I was really just copying everything he did.
Thank you.
All right.
Brian Mahoney with the Associated Press.
Hey, Kevin, obviously you guys are missing a lot of firepower with Kyrie out in that one spot there. Do you talk to Bruce at all about, hey, don't worry about your offense, or do you tell him we do need your offense? He was a little surprised about how much scoring he did at the end. Were you surprised at all about that? No,
I don't tell guys how to play. They're in the NBA for a reason. They work to this point to get to this point. And I just try to encourage as much as possible. His own coach trusted him to be the starting point guard tonight, and he came out there and really controlled the offense, man. 2 turnovers, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 8 of 11, efficient. I think he did a great job, and nobody really told him anything. He just played his game.
And last question will go to Cassidy Hubbard with ESPN.
Hey, Kevin, I just wanted to know how you found out about the new health and safety protocols the league announced today, and did it feel different in the locker room or post-game because there's no hugging allowed?
Yeah, we get a text. I think each player is on this text. We all get a text from the NBPA, and they outlined everything for us. And I felt like we were under those protocols anyway. Guys are sitting far away from each other on the bench, all fist bumps. Guys have masks on already, and most of the guys on the team don't leave their houses. So I feel like we were already in that protocol, and hopefully these cases start to clear up around the league, and these games, get back to playing. I've seen Boston and another team postpone another game, so hopefully we clear this up.
Thanks so much, Kevin. We appreciate it.
All right.